Hey, what is up, guys? It is Limited Llama back with another Sorare MLB video. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been recording any videos. I've been a little bit busy, and the game week updates just haven't been that interesting. I haven't gotten any interesting rewards, but be on the lookout. This week, I'm looking to record a video about relievers and how to find really solid relievers. So be on the lookout for that. In this video, I'm going to be going over Game Week 15 and Game Week 14, and then I'm also going to be setting up my teams for Game Week 16. So let's start off with Game Week 15. This week, actually, it was pretty solid. I'm disappointed. I almost got a limited reward, but unfortunately, I was like 50 places off. You can see right here, I placed 811th. You have to be in the top 750 to get a limited reward there. So, Zach Gallen, again, did super well, 40 points there. Camilo Doval also did really solid. I think he had 2 save appearances. Jose Abreu did pretty solid. And then CJ Cron just absolutely popped off for a 60-point week. However, Johnny Cueto, only 4 points, and then Colton Wong also didn't do super solid. So those two are kind of the people that let me down, and unfortunately I did not place high enough to score a limited reward. And then on the limited pro side of things, things just went absolutely terribly. Ahmed Rosario was the highlight. Looks like the Guardians are getting back into it with some offense, so I think I'll be including him on my all-star team going forwards. But Jesus Luzardo had a bad start. He went 3 1/3, gave up 5 runs, 6 hits. And then I also had Corey Kluber, who somehow gave up 7 consecutive singles to start off the game against the Yankees. And he ended up giving up a total of 6 runs and didn't even pitch a full inning. So actually one of the worst starts I've ever seen out of a starter. So obviously I'm not going to win anything over on the limited pro side of things when both your starters give you negative points. But on the common all-star side of things, Jose Ramirez still putting in the work. Honestly, most of my position players did pretty solid. Unfortunately, my starting pitcher just didn't pitch. It said he was planned to pitch, so I'm not really sure what happened there. The Rays were maybe pulling some shenanigans, as they sometimes do. But overall, a pretty solid week. I'm going to open up this limited reward, or sorry, this common reward. I think it's a tier 4 reward, so won't be anything too crazy, but let's check out what we get here. A Reds relief pitcher, Joel Kunnel. Never heard of him. Let's check him out. Joel Kunnel. So he is 27 years old. He has a 0 wins above replacement. He has pitched in 58 games over his career. It looks like this is like his starting year, because 44 games this year, 58 total in his career, but he has like a 6 ERA, so probably not somebody that I'm going to be playing all that often, as he has a super high ERA, pretty high whip, so not a good pickup, but that's all right. Another person to add to my lineup. And then real quickly, I'll go over Game Week 14. Again, didn't get any solid rewards here. Common All-Star did about middle of the pack. Matt Chapman did super well. Luke Voigt just got 45 points, which was kind of odd. And then the limited all-star, also, I just did like average, I guess. All of my players did pretty average, right? This is what you would expect from your players. And because of that, I placed average and didn't win anything. I placed 1,151st. And this is kind of in my tips videos why I talk about you really want players who are like all or nothing, right? Just getting an average player is not going to get you rewards. You need to be in the top 750 to win an all-star, and in the top, I think 350 in pro. So you want to get players who either do super well or don't do well at all. So that's really what you're going to want player-wise. And then on the limited pro side of things, also my players just did about average. Nobody got negative points. Nobody got above 30. So didn't get any rewards there either. So those are my updates from Game Week 14 and Game Week 15. And then let me go ahead and set up my team for Game Week 16 coming up here. So going to start off with a limited all-star, of course. That's where I always start. My options for starting pitchers, looks like we got Lucas Giolito, Dean Kramer, or Trevor Rogers. None of these are really good options. Again, Zach Gallen is not going to be pitching for another 5 days. Jesus Luzardo also isn't pitching. I'm not really sure why he wouldn't be pitching if they're playing 5 games. It's because they have a doubleheader, and he pitched on Sunday, so he won't be pitching until Friday. So I think I'm probably going to go with Lucas Giolito here. He's just, the best option I guess I have out of my top 3 starters. So we'll go there. Here I would normally go Camilo Doval, but looks like the Rays have 5 games over the next 5 games over the next 4 days. So I'll go with him since he'll probably have more opportunities to get me some points. So we'll go there. Corner infielder, I think I'm going to go with, see again, these Rays are enticing me because they have 5 games, which potentially could be a lot of points over those 5 games. I think I'm going to go with Brandon Lowe here as the corner infielder since he has 5 games. Middle infielder, I'm going to go with Ahmed Rosario. Again, he's kind of back at it, doing pretty solid. And they have 4 games. Outfielder, going to go with Harold Ramirez since he has 5 games. And then I got an extra player here. Let's see. Options are CJ Cron. They only have 2 games, though, which is really surprising over the next 4 days. Jose Abreu, William Contreras, Charlie Blackmon, Jack Peterson. I think I'm going to go with William Contreras here. The Giants aren't super solid, and 3 games is pretty good. So we'll go with William Contreras there. Flex spot, I can either do a starting pitcher and hope I get some points there, or I could potentially go with like Camilo Doval. Actually, I think that might be the best option, going with Camilo Doval, because he has been getting me a lot of points, and I don't have super high confidence in these starting pitchers. So we'll go there, and then let's go ahead and sign up for this limited pro team. I guess I'm going to go with Dean Kramer since he has 5 points higher per start. So we'll go with Dean Kramer. Going to have to go with Andres Munoz here. The corner infielder, going to go with Jose Abreu because we're going to need CJ Cron, I think, for the outfield spot. Going to need to go with Colton Wong here. And then for outfielder, it looks like we could actually go with CJ Cron here if we want. But again, Jose Abreu has 3 games. CJ Cron only has 2. So on average, Jose Abreu is probably going to play, probably going to have more points. Now, outfield-wise, looks like we have Charlie Blackmon, Jack Peterson, Joe Adell, or Will Benson. I'm probably going to go with Jack Peterson here since he, again, has 3 games, 6 points per game. However, I am going to need to choose one of these players who only has 2 starts. Again, I'm probably going to go with CJ Cron here because he had a super good week last week. Maybe he'll somehow hit a couple home runs in his 2 games against the Sox. Now, the flex spot, all of these pitchers don't have any starting games, so my options are either Trevor Rogers or Charlie Blackmon or Joe Adell. I think I'm going to go with Trevor Rogers here. Charlie Blackmon hasn't been doing super hot. Joe Adell obviously isn't really somebody that you're going to start. He just doesn't get that many points per game. And then Will Benson isn't a starter for the Guardians yet. So let's go with Trevor Rogers here. And then the last one I have to set up is my Comment All-Star team. So looks like, okay, Jeffrey Springers is now apparently going to pitch on September 13th. I guess I'll go with him, although I'm going to do some research to ensure that he's actually going to pitch since he was supposed to pitch and then didn't pitch this last time out. Now, relief pitching-wise, I have a lot of options. We got Garrett Whitlock here. He only has 2 games, though, and then we have Alexis Diaz, who has 5 games. So I think I'm going to go with Alexis Diaz here, hoping he gets a couple relief appearances over the course of those 5 games. Corner infielder, of course, we're going to go with Jose Ramirez. Middle infielder, wow, we have a lot of players here that have 5 games. So I could either go with Travis d'Arnaud or Kevin Biggio or Michael Chavez. I think I'm going to go with Michael Chavez here since he's playing against the Reds in 4 games, and the Reds aren't very good, and he has a total of 5 games. He could pump out some points. Outfielder, going to have to go with Joe Adell. The extra player, I'm definitely going to go with Matt Chapman here since he has 5 games and is averaging 7 points a game. That should be a pretty solid pick. This flex spot, I can either go with a reliever, I could go with another reliever, or I could go with the starting pitcher. I think I'm probably going to go with the starting pitcher, Mike Minor, since he's pitching against the Pirates. There's a chance he does pretty well. The Pirates aren't very good either. So we'll go ahead and submit that. And then the last one is just putting some training lineups together. Go ahead and get my players some XP, getting all of my limited players in here, and then I'll go ahead and submit one more training lineup. And I think that's all I'll be able to submit. So go ahead and we'll see if we can submit one last one, but I don't think I'll be able to. Oh, I can now. Okay, so I can submit 3 training lineups, so all of my players will be getting XP, and again, the point of XP is that they get more points every week based on how much XP they have. So here's an overview of my teams for this upcoming week. I'll go ahead and give an update probably on Friday for how my teams did, so be on the lookout for that. And then I'm also going to be creating the reliever videos sometime this week. So if you aren't, go ahead and subscribe down below, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.